Hello, my name is Stephen Pinhey and I work for an organisation called the Association of Taxation Technicians as a technical officer, and I'm going to look at how to read a payslip. You may already have a part-time job, or after leaving school or college you'll start out in your career and you may go and work for a business as an employee. The business is your employer, and the pay you receive for working for your employer is called your wages or salary. When your employer pays your wages or salary to you, they will provide you with a payslip. Payslips come in many shapes and sizes, but it is probably fair to say that most people, when they receive their payslip, are only interested in one item, and that is the net pay figure, as this is the amount they actually receive. They may check this amount has been paid into their bank account, but will then normally just ignore the rest of the payslip. But a payslip should not be ignored because it contains a lot of important information which you will need to understand to make sure that the amount you actually get is right. So let's take a look at a typical payslip in more detail. The first thing that should strike you is just how much information there is on a payslip. Some of this information is required to be on the payslip by law, and some is just there to help the employee understand just how the net pay figure has been calculated. You can see that this payslip has the following on it: personal information including name, national insurance number. A national insurance number is normally issued just before your 16th birthday and is used in the PAYE system to make sure your national insurance contributions and tax are recorded against your name only. A national insurance number is made up of 2 letters, 6 numbers and a final letter. For example, AB 123456C. Pay as you earn, or PAYE code. Every person paid under the PAYE scheme is allocated a tax code by HM Revenue and Customs. This is usually in the form of a number followed by a letter, i.e. 123L. This code describes to the employer how much tax to deduct from an employee. The code is normally based on information provided to HMRC by the employee or their employer. Payments, including salary, wages, bonuses and overtime for the pay period. Deductions, including income tax, national insurance contributions and personal pension contributions for the pay period. The income tax is the amount of money that is taken off the wages or salary and needed to be paid over to the government to help pay for all of our social services, such as our teachers, our policemen and the armed forces. The national insurance payment helps go towards benefit entitlements, such as a state pension. Employers have pension schemes which allow both them and their employees to save for when the employee retires. Any amount taken off the employee's salary is handed over to a pensions administrator to invest on behalf of the employee. The employer may make other deductions from the salary, such as amounts to pay back student loans. Amounts earned and deductions taken off for the tax year to date, including the current pay period. Tax reference. This is the employer's PAYE reference, and although not required by law, is often included on a payslip. You will need this if you want to contact HMRC. Net pay for the period. As mentioned already, this is the amount you will actually receive. It is calculated by taking the earnings for the pay period less the deductions for the same period. Some payslips also have to show the number of hours that employees are being paid for when the wages vary to the time that they have worked, rather than a fixed weekly or monthly amount. You can now appreciate just how much useful and important information is contained on a payslip. So, If you start any form of employment, and that could include a part-time job, such as a paper round or a Saturday job, make sure that you check your payslip carefully to ensure it has all the information and details on it that you are expecting, and more importantly, that it is correct.